This is Frankie Chino from Tag 91.1, and in this episode of the Craving Traveler, we wander around the city of Bangkok, Thailand. Home to a great number of shrines and temples, a very active street life, and lots of cheap, very delicious food. From Dubai, it's a 6.5-hour flight from Dubai International Airport to Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport, currently undergoing some renovations. Getting around is simple, as there are plenty of signs in English and convenient access to public transportation, including the MRT at the basement level. But first things first, some fresh noodle soup, and to wash it down, some of Thailand's premier bubble tea, Chatra Mu. Remember when I said cheap and delicious? I meant it. The soup was about 80 baht, and the tea was about 45 baht. And that's at the airport. We continue the journey via metro, which can pretty much take you almost anywhere you want on the east side of the Chao Phraya River. Obviously, we're not in the Philippines, but there's such a familiar vibe. Looking around, you might think you were in QC or Ortigas. Anyway, it's been a long day of travel. And we finally arrive at the hotel. But before turning in for the night, we find a nearby restaurant for a late night snack. Of some papaya salad, some fried meat, a Thai omelette, and some syrupy juices. I can't say I was a fan of the drinks, but the food was really good. Now, it might have been the language barrier, but I don't remember if they asked us how spicy we wanted it. I realize where I went wrong, but it's too late, and I am suffering. Having lived in Dubai, I feel like I've gotten more used to eating spicy food. But this was on another level. And yet somehow, I couldn't stop eating. It was painfully delicious. I kept wanting more. As long as I had some of this weird juice to help. And with that, the night is done. The next morning, we're ready to explore. There's heavy rain, but it's not too bad, as the temperature is a little cooler this time of year. October is a pretty good time to visit. We make our way to the river to ride on the Chao Phraya Express boat service, another affordable, convenient form of mass transportation, which makes several stops up and down along the riverbank. It's also a great way to get some nice views of the city. Our first stop is Wat Po, one of the oldest temples in the city. It's classified among the highest grade of first-class royal temples. It was built by King Rama, the first monarch of the current ruling dynasty, also the founder of Bangkok as the capital of Thailand. It's also known for its reclining Buddha. It was the first of several massive Buddha statues built in the Southeast Asia region. It's 15 meters tall, 46 meters long, and covered in gold leaf. At the soles of the feet is a mother-of-pearl mosaic of Buddha symbols. The statue is meant to represent Buddha as he's preparing to enter nirvana. It should also look familiar to anyone who's ever played Street Fighter. It's now almost sunset, which makes it a perfect time to head to our next destination. Back to the express boats. We cross the river by ferry and arrive at Wat Arun, also known as the Temple of Dawn, another of Thailand's most iconic landmarks. The temple has been around since the 1600s, but its most distinct features, the towering spires, were built in the early 1800s by King Rama II. The pagoda-like spires are covered in porcelain and plaster, and decorated with ornate carvings. It's an awe-inspiring sight, especially during sunset. It also makes for a great profile picture. That being said, it's the end of our episode. Stay tuned for part 2 on the next episode of The Craving Traveler.